Hey, hey, hey. Creatively Lisa Marie back again with another YouTube weekly live. That's Creatively Lisa Marie here on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. And I am gonna eat dinner. Oops. Hey, Vanessa. Happy TGIF. I'm actually starting on time. And I'm gonna eat my dinner real quick. While I give folks time to get on here, I'm not going to share that I'm live in the group chat. If someone else wants to share that I'm live in the group chat and in your stories and all that, that would be great. I'm not going to do it anymore. I did share a reminder earlier, but hey, Susan. I'm eating leftovers. This is that dish I told you all about a while ago that usually it's sausage, mushroom, cheese, pasta, obviously, and the panko topping. And I decided to try it with chicken, and it's just as good. I was actually ready to start at like 6:30, and I almost started early just to mess with everybody. Let's see. I have an update about the new job too, if anybody wants to know. So, how are y'all doing on this TGIF? I could share the update right now with you all and then share it again later if other people join. So I hadn't heard anything since I filled out all that paperwork on Tuesday. I got so much stuff done on Tuesday, including filling out all the paperwork for the new job. Well, I did everything. I haven't heard a peep. It's Friday. They haven't reached out to me and said, hey, the paperwork's good. Hey, we're sending your laptop. Haven't heard from IT to set up the laptop or that they're mailing it. Nothing, right? I did tell them that UPS would be the better option to send me the laptop. However, and I don't know if they know this or not, but the UPS around here doesn't usually deliver until between 6 and 7 p.m. in the evening. And I guess they're trying to turn this around really quickly. They could change the start date and change the paperwork, but it's probably easier if I actually start on the start date that all the paperwork says and all that. Anyway, long story short, I get an email today from FedEx that they are overnighting a laptop to me, or a package. It's 10 pounds. I know it's a laptop, and I don't know if they're sending me anything else or not, but the funny thing is they addressed it. They have my home address on there, but they have, instead of my name, they put their company name on it. So I'm hoping that doesn't mess things up. Nobody reached out to me, so I'm not gonna like chase them down and be like, hey, why didn't you address the actual package to me, kind of thing. Like, if there ends up being issues, that's kind of out of my hands. But anyway, so there is a laptop on the way, supposedly supposed to be here before 1:30 p.m. on Monday from FedEx. Problem is, and I told them this, there's a FedEx location that seems to get all of our packages for some reason. There's like 4 different FedEx locations around here. For some reason, one particular FedEx location gets most of our packages for our address, and they choose not to come out here to deliver them. It's the weirdest thing. And they're able to get away with it. Nobody does anything about it. Like, nobody cares. Like, there's no like FedEx police or anything like that. Like, I actually can't order from Passion Planner anymore, and this is why I stopped being an affiliate for them, because I couldn't get orders delivered from this FedEx location, and that's the only way Passion Planner would send their packages. So I'm fingers crossed it all works out, and either if it goes through the location that we have the issue with, hopefully they come out anyway and they realize they have to, whether they like it or not. Here's another odd thing, though. I placed an order with Bath and Body because they were having a big sale and I had a really good discount and I had a reward and all that, whatever. Well, that's being sent by FedEx as well, but that's already being delivered tomorrow. I just placed that order the other day. I think I just placed it Wednesday or yesterday. They already processed the order and they're already sending it, and they say it's going to be here tomorrow on Saturday. So I'm wondering if the laptop can get to the same location of wherever the Bath and Body one is coming from, if they might actually end up delivering my laptop tomorrow with the Bath and Body package, or they might decide not to do the Bath and Body package tomorrow and wait and deliver that with the laptop on Monday, cuz I think they get some kind of notices like that we have packages coming in or something like that, because there have been times where we have stuff coming and they won't deliver the day it's supposed to be delivered. They wait and deliver everything together. So I'm like, okay, you guys must be getting notified that we have stuff coming or something. Big difference between city living and country living. Like, they don't, like, not everybody out here is ordering something that needs to be delivered every day. You know what I mean? Especially where I live out here. Most of these people are retired and don't even use the internet. Some people hardly have any electricity out here. Hey, Susan Pepper. Yeah, so fingers crossed that the laptop actually shows up, because I don't want to have to go pick it up from somewhere or something like that. And usually they don't let you do that anyway. So I don't know. I've had a lot of issues with mail out here. Good news is, too, though, is I don't have to get up super early because I don't have like a way to log in I mean, they said I could use my phone to check my email, but I think all of that has to be set up through the work laptop first. Wow, I am early. It's not even 8:30 yet. I'm so proud of myself for starting early. So I know people had been asking me about the job, so I figured I'd provide updates when I have it. And especially since this is about picking my work planner. Speaking of which, oh, you can't have any of my dindi. No. Yo-Yo got his cookie. Oh, by the way, don't forget to give my video a like, please. Double check that you're subscribed. If you want, you can let me know in the comments how you're doing today, how the weather is, where you're at, what you're drinking, what you had for dinner. Like I said, I've got my chicken, mushroom, cheese, panko, pasta, bake here. I've got a Coke. This is actually the first Coke I've had since Monday. I cut out drinking Coke because I think it's been messing up my leg and my knees, like my joints. I don't know if that's actually true because I've still had issues with my legs and my knees off and on. But I noticed it hasn't been as bad, but I've also been drinking a lot of water this week, which I'm actually really proud of myself about too. So, but I wanted to test it out, so I'm having a Coke for the first time. I think Monday was, it was either Sunday or Monday was my last Coke until right now. It was really nice here. We had the doors open most of the day. Doors and windows, and then it got too warm. It got to almost 80 degrees in here. So I had to turn the new air conditioner on. Did you make the pizza, Vanessa, or did you guys order it from somewhere? '60s weather is nice. I'm just glad we didn't have any rain or horrible storms today. Oh, yeah. So I'm not going to bother touching up my nails because they held up okay overall. This little part right there didn't. But since I had trimmed them down the other day, I could have trimmed them again. Like, I could have trimmed that little spot. I technically could have trimmed that and a little bit here, but it's good enough. I was like, I'm starting early. I don't even have to touch up my nails. I already have my notes ready, y'all. Like, I'm on it today. I got up early and I just started doing everything. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna sit around and waste time. Today I'm gonna get everything done so I don't have to rush. It was just a really, really nice feeling. Hey, Danielle. We were just talking about that my nails did not need to be touched up and they still look okay. I just got done eating dinner. I was letting folks know, if you want to let us know in the comments how you're doing today, how the weather is where you're at, what you had for dinner, what you're drinking. I had mentioned that I am drinking Coke for the first time since Monday. I had heard that Coke can actually mess up your joints and cause like joint issues, and I've been having issues with my knees and my leg, with my leg and my knees. So I cut out Coke this week to see if it would make a difference, and I think it did, but I also have been drinking more water, or actual water this week, like actual water bottles. I've been doing really good on that. So I think that's also making a difference. I did still have the pain in my knee and leg, but it's nowhere near as bad. So I know it's not just the Coke. Because if I don't drink Coke since Monday and it's Friday, it can't just be that, because it's obviously out of my system. I mean, I'm assuming. Right? Like, drinking Coke won't stay in my system for almost a week if I don't drink it again or drink it regularly, right? Like, whatever last Coke I drank on Monday isn't staying in my system all week long. Hey, Cynthia. Not sure if anybody wants to watch the replay, but like I said, I was just saying, or Vanessa said that my nails still look good. And I was saying, yeah, I don't need to touch them up. I actually started early this evening. So I was eating dinner while I was waiting for folks to jump on. So I've already eaten my dinner. I'm drinking my first Coke since Monday. I was doing a little experiment to see if the Coke is actually hurting my joints in my knees and my leg, like I've heard that it can. And I did still have pain in my knees and leg, but it wasn't as bad. But also, like I said, I have been hydrating and drinking more water than usual, so I'm sure that's helping to alleviate those issues as well. Also, I didn't mention this or show it yet, but I had the guy I live with pull out my elliptical machine that I had stored in the white building, and he got it all wiped off for me. It's out on the patio porch right now. I'm planning on moving my coffee table from downstairs, upstairs here, to the craft design studio space and just use it as a place to put like sticker books and stuff like that on it. Because Like it'll be in front of the couch once I get the couch up here, whenever that is. Um, and I have a bunch of planner stuff downstairs, but I realized the other day that I have all that stuff downstairs. I'm always hoping that I'm going to use it, but it literally just sits there like all the stuff I have up here. And I'm like, you know how sometimes your space can make you feel more overwhelmed? Instead of setting you up for success, you just feel overwhelmed because you look at all of it and you're like, I'm not going to do anything with any of this right now. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm going to bring all that stuff back up here and have all of my craft design studio, everything, all of that up here, and then just pull it out when I plan to use it. Um, Except for I do have my 5-year diary and my gratitude journal downstairs on my nightstand. I'll keep that down there, and then my B5 Sterling ink project planner. So, and my Hobonichi cousin in weeks probably. So I am going to keep a couple of things down there, but I have a bunch of other stuff down there that I'm not using regularly. So I feel like it's kind of like suffocating and claustrophobic by just sitting there. So like I said, anyway, I'm going to bring all that up. And when I bring the coffee table and all that up, my plan is to move the elliptical machine into the living room. It's going to be an eyesore. It's going to be like in front of the space in front of the TV. So it's essentially going to be in front of the recliner. I mean, it's going to be up out of the way. And I might actually turn it long way so it's like up against the TV. There's a TV stand built into the cabin. It's actually wood. I've shown it in my stories before, but it's actually a unit that was built into the cabin. That's what the TV sits on. So I was thinking of turning the elliptical long way so it lines up with that and the TV. So at least it's out of the way. Because I don't use the big TV that much. I use my iPad when I'm doing stuff because I usually have headphones on so I don't have to listen to the dogs and the cats and the noises that the guy I live with makes up here. He's banging on hammers and stuff up here all the time and stuff. So my headphones are my saving grace. Especially if I end up falling asleep. I actually fall asleep with my headphones on while I'm listening to like YouTube videos and stuff. Anyway, so I'm planning to move the elliptical inside because I tried the exercise bike and I cannot figure out how to get on the exercise bike correctly so that it doesn't hurt my knees and legs. So I'm going to try the elliptical and see if that will work instead. So, depending on how the work schedule goes, since I'm going to be part-time and I don't know how much they're going to work me or if it's going to be like regular hours all the time, I figure I'm just going to squeeze in as much as I can on the elliptical throughout the days. Um, I'm thinking of doing at least Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I don't want to overload myself too much. Those are actually the days that the guy I live with isn't here. So, like, I don't have to worry about, like, noise or, you know, like making noise on the machine or if I'm listening to music or something like that. Because he usually lays in bed until usually close to 2 in the afternoon. So, and he's here on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays and Sundays. But I want to ease into it. So I figure Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays would be a good time to start easing into it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, depending on how Wednesday goes with the new job, I might be able to get on there in between working or right after, then take a shower kind of thing, and then be ready for my live Wednesday night. This has nothing to do with any of this, but I was just giving people time to get on here if they want. Hey, Crystal H. I know exactly what you mean. I rearranged my desk earlier this week, and today I emptied two so I could try to make them more efficient. Oh, so my room upstairs is a complete disaster. It looks like a whirlwind of never-ending... It's like a Mary Poppins bag on steroids up here. It's like I could pull stuff out of my Mary Poppins bag for the rest of my life, every day. every hour of every day and not be done. Um, so this is kind of the hidden area. But I could put the elliptical up here, but it's kind of a heavy machine, so I just rather have it downstairs. I actually could leave it out on the porch for now and work out outside, but like today, it got up into the 80s. And even though we do have a breeze coming sometimes, it still gets kind of warm out there, and like stagnant with the air. And I'm like, I'd rather be inside in the air conditioning, especially if I'm starting out, or at least inside where it's shaded. And if I have the windows open, it's nice and cool in here. You get the gist. Anyway, so I have a lot of different changes on the horizon of stuff that I'm going to be trying to do. I've been hydrating with the water, like I said. I've been painting my nails a lot more lately, which has been nice, using up my stash and doing some self-care. I've been doing real good with my self-care Sundays. Um, I've been organizing more and more. I actually got my Cricut machine set up. I don't know if Susan from Sarah Lynn Art is still on here or not, but she said that she was going to try and show me how to print some stickers from files she was going to send me from her Cricut to my Cricut or something like that. So I got all that pulled out and ready to go to try out, which I've never used my Cricut machine, and I've had that thing for I think like 2.5 years. I've turned it on and never done a single thing with it. Um, and then, oh, and if I have enough energy, I'm exhausted right now. But if I have enough energy, I want to try and get the postage on these packages so I can send those out tomorrow. But if I'm too tired, I'm going to try and do it over the weekend. So hopefully, the problem is, I wish you all could see what a hassle it is for me to get mail out here, especially when I have a bunch of packages. I have to put it out at the main house. The grandma like hovers over everything, and she just makes it like really unpleasant to be down there doing anything. Like she's just ready to jump on you and complain about everything and tell you that you're like useless or whatever. And I'm like, dude, I don't even care what you think. Leave me alone. Like get away from me. So, I like avoid her at all costs. I haven't seen her talk to her in like a while. But anyway, so I gotta try and like sneak down there. And I've got so many heavy ass packages, I have to put them on the porch swing, which is right in front of her front door. So I try to get in and out as quick as possible. And I also take a picture of all the packages at the mailbox to prove that I sent mail out that day. Anyway, it's this whole cumbersome hassle. It's not like most people like just going to the post office, and I am not going to drive all the way to town through the mountains to drop this stuff off. So anyway, so I'm trying to get some stuff done. Oh, I don't know if y'all care about any of this or not, but I sent pictures to the Ford dealership. I might be selling my car to them. I have a car that's paid off. It's a 2014 Ford Fusion. The cool thing about it is, check this out. It's a 2014 and I only have 51,000 miles on it. It's like 51,290 or something like that. So I know I could probably get a pretty good deal on it. The only thing is, it might be worth keeping it and using it as a trade in if I ever get a different car. But I just don't need a car at all anytime soon. I mean, unless the guy I live with kicks me out of here. Like, I don't see myself leaving here anytime soon, you know? Especially since I'm able to work jobs remotely. So, anyway, um, oh, there's more people here. Hey, so not many people are talking in the comments, but if y'all could like my video, subscribe to my channel, all that good stuff. Hey, Jennifer. Um, love that. Love that I set what up, Cynthia. I'm talking about so many different things. I don't know. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on, y'all. I wasn't kidding when I said this week was going to be like hellacious, like chaotic, like busy. Just it's just one thing after another because I'm just trying to figure things out with the new job, and I don't even know what I'm going to do with the lives anymore on YouTube because I'm not really seeing much growth from these lives, and I'm tired of like begging and pleading people to come and hang out. And but then the lives is where I get my most watch hours as opposed to my YouTube videos. Whatever I'm doing with my YouTube content is just not good enough to get enough traction for watch hours. So the lives are my actual watch hours. But then I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I even care about being monetized anymore because I mentioned this the other night on my live. Um, I've been monetized since November, and at this point, I can actually tell you the exact amount. I've been monetized since November, and I've made $62.71 since November. The payout minimum is $100. At this rate, I probably won't even get paid the $100 until next year. And I was monetized in November of 2024. So unless you're like doing something miraculous with your channel, I've shown a lot of different popular planners, not because they were popular, but stuff I've been using. And something about my videos does not get into the algorithm. I've seen other people do similar type of videos and they have like over 1,000 views. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I feel like I'm banging my head against the wall, and I'm just like, I was saying the other day, like some things in my life have to give, and I do love doing YouTube and everything, but I am a numbers person, and when you see, that's another thing, I'm losing watch hours constantly. So, like I told y'all on the live the other day, I got that boost from the live hours from the live I did the other day, right? So, I can tell you the exact numbers actually. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Okay, so after the live the other day, my watch hours for the 365 days went up to 5,344.8 hours for that 365-day ratio, which is what they count you on to stay monetized, right? That was yesterday morning. When I took the screenshot today, the hours dropped back down to 5,340.7. The last time they dropped, I lost like 20 hours after I had done a live. And the day after that, after I had done a live, I gained the hours from the live. And then the day after that, I lost like 20 hours. So they're taking hours away from my older videos, or I don't know how they're going about it, but I'm not deleting any of my videos. So they are demonetizing certain videos that I have that are older, I guess, for whatever reason. So I'm assuming they're taking old watch hours from me because a lot of my older videos are not being viewed anymore. Like most of my new videos are, right? So since YouTube is inherently working against me to basically kick me off of YouTube because they are letting me know through the numbers there is no point to what you are doing. You are making hours and then we are taking them away. So you're insane and you are stupid. Why are you still doing this? So I'm trying to figure that out because it just hurts my brain. It makes me really disheartened. I'm livid. I'm annoyed. I'm all the things. I'm allowed to feel all the things. I'm not even asking for permission. I'm just being transparent about my experience on what I'm dealing with my YouTube channel. That consistency, and no matter how hard you work, it's more about who you know. I don't know the right people. I don't have the right aesthetic. I don't have the right content. Whatever I'm doing is not working. So usually when you're doing something and it's not working, you have to take a step back and reevaluate, right? I just don't know what the reevaluation is going to entail at this point. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like messing with my mental health. I'm like sitting here working my ass off just so I can be punished. Like YouTube is punishing me. Why? I don't understand this. Like, why not just take it all away then? I mean, keep your $62, YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, kiss my ass over $62. Like, it's like going and playing poker or the slots in Vegas and the house always wins. Like, if you end up winning too big, they find a way to make you lose. That's exactly what YouTube is doing to me. Oh, you're busting your ass? Well, we're going to knock you down a couple pegs. Don't think you mean anything. I just I can't deal with it, folks. It's just such a like it's such a I want to say the F word. It's such a mind, you know what. It's like I just it does not compute. But yet here I am. Because if you go to the definition of insanity right now, you will see a picture of Lisa Marie on a YouTube Weekly Live. Because she just can't help herself. Yep, that's me. Just losing at life. I'm a loser. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Beck had it right, dude. I'm a loser. Loser, baby. So happy TGIF to insane people because we're here and we're live. Yo Yo's over here taking a little snooze with his little raspberry out. We got a happy little JoJo over here. Can you see the raspberry? Look at that little raspberry. YouTube's gonna take my watch hours of Yoda's raspberry. Oh, shit. I was trying to keep it on that thingy and it didn't work. I see some lives that folks do, and they're an absolute train wreck, and they do so much. They do so well. I need to make my lives a train wreck somehow, so if you have any suggestions about how I can make my lives absolutely awful, maybe they already are awful and I don't realize it, but make it so they're more awful so I can get more views. Oh, that's another thing I read, by the way. Supposedly, you don't get, supposedly, the ads for the monetization don't count on a video unless it has at least 100 views. And my views on my videos have been awful. Like, and I don't know if it's just the season or whatever. I don't know if summertime will be better. Summertime and then fall time and winter time, this just could be a bad time of year or whatever, but my views have been bad for a while. Certain videos do okay, but overall, I mean, I have multiple videos that do not have 100 views, so all those videos that don't have 100 views don't count towards the monetization. I mean, not that I'm ever going to get paid anyway, but I'm just like, my big thing about my YouTube channel was I wanted to get to over 1,000 followers and get monetized. I just wanted to do it to say I did it. I just wanted to prove that I could work hard enough that I could make that happen. And I did it in less than a year. That's the only thing I wanted to prove to myself, and I did it. So at this point, I'm kind of like, do I even need a YouTube channel anymore? Like, especially if they're just going to punish me for being here in the first place. I don't know if spilling ink is considered a train wreck. Um, anyway, let's see. All right, looks like not many comments. All right, I see about as many people. Oh, more people have been watching than have liked my video. If y'all could like my video, please, and thank you. Anyway, I don't know if y'all even care about what this video is actually about, but I was just providing updates about stuff going on as far as, oh, if you weren't here earlier, the new job did mail out my laptop. However, they sent it FedEx. They overnighted it Friday afternoon today. It shows that I'm supposed to get it before 1:30 p.m. on Monday, but I explained the whole fiasco with FedEx's out here, so I don't know that I'm actually going to get it or not, but it's supposedly on the way. Um, and then I might be selling my car to the Ford dealership and making some money off of that. And then I got my elliptical out, so I hopefully might start working out on that Wednesday if I'm lucky. I'm having my first Coke this week today. I don't even know if I'll finish it. I've been hydrating and drinking a bunch of water, so I've been doing really good with that. I haven't been getting more sleep per se, but my sleep's always good. I'm hoping to be in bed earlier this evening, and I'm gonna try and do that for the next couple nights. And then I'm trying to think, there's other stuff going on too, but I can't remember. Oh, I got everything pulled out from my Cricut machine. I might be learning how to print and cut stickers on my Cricut machine that I've had for over 2 years now. And anyway, so let's get started. If anybody cares to get started on why I set up this actual video or this live. Take these downstairs. Let's see. I think I'm running low on these. Mostly this. I can't believe I'm actually running low on them finally. Wow. That's crazy. All right, let's see. Oh, here's one. Oh, here's some more. Yay. Take that downstairs too. All right. So I mentioned on previous lives that I had one of the best notebooks that I've ever gotten before. And I can never tell which is the front or the back. I already have this one, like, that I started, or I think I was about to start, but I don't think I've actually used this yet. And then I have the A5 version here as well. It's a dot grid. It's got like cream color. It's got obviously the top wire. I think I might just use this brand new one here. It's a minimal series notebook. I got it from this company on Etsy. I forgot to double check if they're actually still on Etsy. I can look it up real quick right now, though, actually. My order was from a really long time ago, so I wouldn't be able to find that easily real quick, but occasional. They might not still be around. If they are, I'm going to order some more of these. But you know, when you try to look up a company on Etsy, it usually doesn't pop up for some reason. It's the most annoying and infuriating thing. I don't understand why they make it so hard. Oh, wait. I might have found it. My nail looks really good with this. Why is I not following their shop? Oh, the other nice thing about this shop is they're in California. I have a soft spot for California shops. Oh my gosh, it looks like they're still open. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna make an order from them. I don't. I'm just looking to see about. Alright, it doesn't look like they don't have anything saying that they're closed. And I did haul this a long time ago, probably on one of my weekly Instagram lives. That's how long it's been. All right, so I'm really excited. They've got A5 notebooks, they've got craft notebooks, they've got some hardcover stuff. They've got a set of 3 hardcover spiral craft. If you end up ordering from them, please do mention my Instagram handle in the notes. They've got a pastel spiral notebook set. They've got sticky notes. It looks like they got a lot of hardcover albums and notebooks. Oh, they got stickers. Huh. Interesting. Okay, they do have these. Top. Okay, so this is a top spiral transparent cover. I need to put that in my cart now. And they have one smaller. Oh, I'm an idiot. I can show this to y'all. It's left friendly too. Okay, so they have A6, A5, and B5. It's 100 GSM paper, 160 pages, 80 sheets. What? Oh, they got the different. Oh, I didn't even realize they had the. I forgot they had different types. Okay, so I've been getting the dotted, which I love, but I also love graph. Or squared. Oh, yeah. Okay. They've got them. Alright, so I'm going to have to play around with that and see. Alright, so now I have one in my cart at least. So I can go back and figure that out later. It says the estimated delivery would be next week. They must ship pretty quick. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'm just glad they're still around. Cynthia says she loves my channel. Thank you. I mean, at least that's one person. Nobody said hi to Yoda. Jennifer said puppy dog. Y'all are talkative tonight, huh? I mean, I'm talking, but I'm apparently mostly talking to myself as usual. Anyway, this is craft, 60 pages, 80 GSM, spiral, 160 pages, 100 GSM. Oh, it's got it highlighted. Okay, so those are the other options they have. This is the top spiral, 160 pages, 100 GSM. I used to live near Irvine, California, so that's pretty cool. And they're called Occasional Motto. I was just showing them on Etsy. This is the extra large, 7.3 by 10. So I'm super excited. I have one of these that's almost done, and then I have that other one I was just showing, which is pretty much brand new, and then this one is brand new as well. So I remember at one job, I was using this as my notebook at one job, and it was perfect. Like, literally, I just, each day would just write down the date, and then I'd write everything for that day. And I got the smaller ones because I thought I would use this like around the house or something, and I've used it a little bit, but not as much. But the big ones, these have been amazing. So, uh, what's today? Today's 4/18, Friday. New work planner. So, trying to figure out new work planner. So, some of the things I would want the work planner to have is monthly at a glance. And that would be specifically, I shouldn't have done that. For holidays, days off. Although it's part time, I probably want days off very often, but paydays. Now, even though I have days off here, you would think that would mean I mean my days off, but I used to mark days off for like my boss and coworkers or anybody that affects my job, or even if a customer was out of work for a week. So I would actually put that. There's a way you can do it on your Outlook calendar. I'm sure some of y'all know this, but instead of it showing up as busy for you, you can show it that it's blank so it doesn't affect your calendar, but it's listed on your calendar for a span of time. So at a glance on your Outlook calendar, you can see that someone's out of office. So I'm putting for anyone that applies to me needing to know that, like my boss, coworkers, clients, like I said, even if like my boss is off, like the controller, the CEO, those are the people I interviewed with. If I deal with a certain IT guy or HR person, if they're on vacation, I'll put that on my calendar as well. Okay, so monthly I'll include that, and then I mean there'll be other stuff that'll pop up as I go, but this is just stuff thinking off the top of my head. Um, and then another thing, also possibly including how many hours worked each day. Now, on the daily or weekly, in reference to that, include uh, uh, the specific hours worked. Like I wouldn't put that in the monthly. So in the monthly, I would put, oh, I since I'm part time, I'd be like, oh, I worked 4 hours Monday, 5 hours Tuesday, 4.5 Wednesday. So I'd put the total amount of hours in one of the monthly boxes, and then in the daily weekly section, I'd put something like I worked 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I wrote that backwards. um, so I'd want to keep track of that, and then work notes, which my idea is that I'd write everything in this notebook and then transfer it to the planner that I'm using. And obviously this can be like, I can change out the planners whenever I want if it's not working or whatever. Um, so I also want to write down contact numbers and emails for team, IT, HR, etc. Um, oh, I'll probably put down my passwords. Like once I have it here, transfer it to the planner. Trying to think. I would want to also. Oh, I need to. This is a thing I've always been bad at, but I want to start making sure I do it. Need to list out description of duties, because I do have the job description that they sent me, which I could put listed on my resume once I start, but I want to actually have a tally or like a running list of information that I know specifically that I'm doing. Duties as they occur. I was also thinking of making a list of things to learn. So if something comes up that I don't know how to do or I don't know enough about it, I could look it up and try and learn more about it. And then I would also want making a list of my projects. I'm assuming I'm going to be working on some projects. List of clients, client info. Oh, with the projects, making a list of projects with detailed nuances, such that basically I'd be creating something that would train somebody if they came in off the street and tried to do my job. Wow, this is okay. I'm about to get off of here. Like, I could literally just grab a planner and use it next week. It really doesn't matter. I think that's another thing I might start doing is just instead of staying on here for 3 or 4 hours, I don't have to be on here. I could just go. Like, I pulled out a bunch of stuff and I could go through it and talk about it, but like, I don't really need to go through it and talk about it to myself, if that makes sense. Oh, in case I am about to get off, I'll go ahead and do some announcements real quick. These are the notes pages I made. I used stickers from Sarah Lynn Art. And I was all excited earlier. Now I'm like, wah, wah, wah. Which is typical of how my lives have been going. Um, I put Shop My Stash, helped me pick a new work planner for my new job. So announcements, Blissful Jade Designs, 20% off the whole shop for the Easter sale through Monday night. Mention Lisa Marie in the comments of your order for my freebie. She has new releases. She did share the new releases in her stories if you want to see the actual items that she released. She actually printed them out and showed them, which is cool. So she's got two different kinds of nautical kits, two different kinds of Mother Day kits, meaning different skin tones. She's got this new thing called floral frames. There's 6 choices, or you can get the whole bundle. She's got the new choose your own floral bundles, which she does reference that I brought that up in one of my lives once, that it would be nice if there was a way for us to get all the florals that are available from all the kits. So she set this up that you can choose 5 sheets in different types of paper. So you would let her know in the customization box what 5 floral sheets you want for that bundle. The items from her shop are available a la carte. And then I asked her if she was going to do a special freebie for the Easter sale. Originally, she had planned not to, and I said, hey, you could do something nautical, because I love the nautical. It's like, you could do the lighthouse from the nautical kit. And she wasn't able to separate it from the doll, so she ended up doing the doll and the lighthouse as the freebie. It's like a die cut freebie. So that comes with the orders. And then Sarah Lynn Art is doing 40% off items in her shop. You can mention Lisa Marie in the comments of your order for my freebie from Susan's small shop. They are both on Etsy. And then Susan has multiple new releases, including new functional sheets, which I helped her design. And I think they look fabulous. Like, I would go in there and just buy, like, get all of the functional sheets. They've got boxes, they got weekend stickers, they got bullet points, which I suggested. I was like, hey, you could add in bullet points, and she changed the different scripts that are available and added in some different bows. And then instead of the hexagons, she changed it to the boxes. And oh, and then I got her to add in a quote in there, because you can't go wrong with having a quote. So the functional sheets go along with the different collections that she has. So she has multiple new collections, but she has other collections already in the shop. But you could go through each collection and pick out all of those different functional sheets in the different colors and use them however you want. Because you can get items from her shop a la carte as well. She released a bunch of new Zodiac collections, which are really cool, and those include the new functional sheets as well. The other collections before the new stuff that was just released have the older format of the functional sheet, but they're both still good. She also has spring stickers that released, and new dolls and new dashboards. She has a lot of items available for all seasons, so anything you're looking for, seasonal wise, she's got it. But how pretty are my notes pages? The functional stickers are from Live Love Posh. I even have the little Friday functional sticker. And then all of the decorative stickers are from Sarah Lynn Art. I was just trying something different. Yeah, Cynthia, that's the whole point of the live, was to pick out my work planner to talk it through with you guys. But that's what I was trying to say. If no one's going to talk it through with me, I can just go talk to myself and just grab one and use it. Like, it's not really that big of a deal. I just thought y'all might have fun doing that. But again, my content is just not there. It's not what people want to do, I guess, or whatever. I announce it, I explain it, it's all listed there what I'm going to do, and it is what it is. I pulled a bunch of planners to go through to try and figure out what would be good, but I literally don't need to sit here and talk to myself on a live for 2 or 3 hours just so YouTube can take the hours away from me. I'm just not going to do it anymore. So anyway, these were my notes. Check out these shops for new releases and the sales, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I was making a list of things that I would need the planner for. I was trying to think of, oh, so like on a dashboard page, I would have like any monthly goals. Oh, and important deadlines. There was something else I was just thinking of. Monthly goals, important deadlines, and oh, what was the other thing? Monthly goals, important deadlines. I'm trying to think of a way to word it. I'm just gonna say important project information. I can't think of another way to word it right now. Apparently I'm gonna be, that's the problem too, is they didn't really give me a lot of detail about what I'll be doing because they don't know all the detail of what I need to be doing. They have a consultant in there trying to, I guess, train or share the information with people that already work there that won't be doing it. I would be doing it. So unfortunately it's going to be like a game of telephone trying to get that information. And I told them I don't have any experience, which they said that they were having a problem finding someone for this position because nobody has the experience that they're looking for. They have all the accounting experience, but this is like, I guess, construction. The work is in reference to some construction. I don't know if it's a construction company, but apparently the subcontractors, I don't know. I just don't have all the details. It's really confusing. And they didn't really like tell me too much because I think they don't know too much and they haven't even received all the work yet. So I mentioned this on one of my other lives. Basically, they want to get me in the door and get me set up like in-house with everything and have access to everything, and I guess know how to do everything that they do know that they can show me so I can be ready to go once the work starts coming in. So that's why I'm going to need notes for training and stuff like that. So I need something quick and easy like this where I can just like flip through pages and write notes and stuff like that. Like the first day of work, I'll probably just put Monday and the date here and then just start writing down whatever comes up. But I was trying to make There's probably more stuff that I'd be, because like certain projects might require certain types of tracking and whatnot. So I could utilize the planner to do that, depending on what the specifics are. So I pulled a bunch of different stuff. What did what he oh shit. I had a stack of planners here and I don't know what he did with them. Oh, there they are. Okay, so I actually need to run downstairs real quick, so um I need to run downstairs. So either I can just end the live and just call it a night and I'll just pick the planner myself, or I can run downstairs and come back up and show you all what I pulled. I see some people have already vacated. I like top spiral. I don't always do what a lot of other people do. I do what works best for me. I need to be able to turn things and write sideways and write quick. And this pen works best on this type of paper. Okay, there was like 10 or 11 people, now it's down to 5, so I'm assuming I should just end the live. Instead of answering, I guess that's people's answers, they're just leaving. If you do end it, have a good rest of your night. Well, that's what I'm saying. Y'all can let me know if I should, because if I am ending it, I'm just going to go downstairs and not come back up. But I do need to run downstairs real quick, so that's what I'm saying is if I'm not ending it, I'll run downstairs real quick and come back up and go through the stuff I pulled, which I guess was probably just a waste of time. But I mean, I did announce what this live was, and I mentioned it, and people seemed really excited about it, which some of them are here, and then nobody's talking. So, like, these are the kind of things that I just don't have time for anymore. If people say they want to participate and help me with things, like, I figured that's what's going to happen. Like, otherwise, why would I do this? Like, I could have done a different live. I guess I could have done, like, sticker storage or something, but like, it wasn't a secret what I was doing for this live. And the funny thing is, the live hasn't been that long, so YouTube's just going to take these hours away from me anyway.
Um, this is pretty much the stack of stuff I pulled, but like I said, I don't have to bother with it. I can just grab something and figure it out as I go. I just thought people might like it or have fun helping someone pick a planner out. When I made the suggestion, like I said, people seemed into it or excited about it, but um all right, so my live on Monday is going to be a shop my stash for May, or that's my plan. I might not do it. I don't know. Like that's going to be my first day of work, which I doubt I'm going to be super busy that day, but especially with the laptop coming later and all that, I'm just going to have to play that one by ear. But I'm not seeing much in the comments about this, and I could sit here and talk all this out, like what I'm thinking and stuff like that, but like um honestly, like I just feel like I'd be expending a lot of energy that I don't really need to. Like it all kind of this idea seemed good in theory, but now it's seeming kind of pointless. So um all right, I'm just gonna put this stuff away and I'm just gonna get off of here. Since we didn't really talk anything out and there wasn't really much interest to do so, I'm just gonna use this in that notebook I was just using. And that's that. Let me get this stuff out of the way. If YouTube wasn't taking the hours away from me, I would just sit here and talk to myself and do this, but if you're not getting what I was saying earlier, there's no point in me sitting here talking to myself doing all this just so YouTube will take the hours away. If it was more interactive, it would probably be worth it because it would be like fun. But like I said, I can just talk to myself on my own. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to spend my... Oh my God. I don't want to spend my Friday night sitting here talking to myself when I could be downstairs relaxing instead. And I even got done early tonight to do all this and everything, and oh well. Oh my gosh, this thing is a piece of crap. What the fuck? Jesus. It'd be a whole different ballgame if YouTube wasn't taking my hours away, but if they're just going to keep chipping away and taking all my hours, all these lives I'm doing are just completely, they're not going to amount to anything. All right, I can't, I was just trying to put this away and the stupid thing came off, and now I cannot get this back on to save my life. Oh my god. Alright, I don't know what to do. I'm about to go out of my mind. If I don't put this back on, it'll get lost, and then I'll get upset because these planners are not cheap. And I refuse to... I spend so much money as it is on this stuff. Oh my god, finally. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. So, have a good night. See y'all next